Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today we're talking Chanel, what else, and the Gabrielle bag. We got some news about the Gabrielle bag, and well, to the fans of the Gabrielle bag, it is sad news. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today and get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, superdacob all spelled together, for extra perks there as well. Thank you to my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream every Saturday. You are all invited to join and partake in the conversations. So hello to my co-chatters. Let's blend in the chats. Hi everybody. We're talking Chanel, honey. And when we talk Chanel, well, I mean, lately it seems like Chanel has been doing a lot of shenanigans, and there's been quality issues, the price increases. Like we're just like, okay, when do we get some good news from Chanel? And I wish I could deliver some good news today, but alas, not so good news. I've spoken to my sales associate a short while ago, and okay, so first of all, how this all started. My dear friend Jessie from Jessie Styles on YouTube. By the way, go check out Jessie Style on YouTube. Subscribe to her channel. Send her some love. She's amazing. She told me this quite a while ago. She said, Dacob, I think the Gabrielle bag is gonna be discontinued. She got some intel from the inside. But then I keep seeing Gabrielle bags everywhere, you know, in Chanel boutiques, all over the place. And I don't know. I'm like, But then something happened on the Chanel website. You know when you click on their bags and there's this selection of bags, but then you keep scrolling down, and then at the bottom it gives you like the top categories of their classic bags, and they're like striped next to each other. And it's always 5. Chanel always has the magical number 5. They have the 5 classic bags in rotation. And they used to be timeless classics, the 255, the boy bag, the Gabrielle bag, the 19 bag. Now, all of a sudden, when you scroll all the way at the bottom and you get those like 5 categories striped next to each other, it shows you the timeless classic, double flap, the 255, the boy bag, which now Chanel is kind of trying to reintroduce with the curved version of the boy bag, the 19 bag, and instead of the Gabrielle, now they're showing us the 22 bag. And the Gabrielle bag is not listed in those 5 categories of their classics or carryover designs. So then I have a conversation with my sales associate just last week when I went to buy my 22 bag. And I said, is it true that the Gabrielle bag is getting discontinued? And by the way, for those of you who don't know, I mean, if you don't know, you know, this is the Gabrielle bag. Ooh, don't twist on me. This is the Gabrielle bag that Karl Lagerfeld introduced for Chanel in 2017. Now it's 2022 as I'm making this video. So that would have been 5 years from the inception of the bag till now. And I said to my sales associate, hey, I don't see the Gabrielle bag in this main categories anymore on the website. Is it true that it's being discontinued? And then she said, oh yeah, they're phasing it out. They're phasing the Gabrielle bag out. They're receiving almost no new stock in the boutique, in my boutique at least. And I asked her, well, so is it discontinued fully? She's like, I do believe that it will get discontinued fully because they're phasing it out. And I said, but is there still interest for the Gabrielle bag? Because like, I feel like if there's any bag that should be phased out of these core bags, it should be the boy bag, because the boy bag is like from 2000, when was it? 2006, 7? It's not aging very well. The boy bag feels very segregated to that time to me. But then again, you know, I know that Virginie is trying to push the boy bag again with the different shapes and variations, whatever. I'm like, I think the Gabrielle bag, I personally prefer the Gabrielle bag to the boy bag. Are there still people asking for the Gabrielle bag? She's like, no, not really. And if they ask for it, they ask for the classic one, not for the modern, like, special versions, like seasonal versions of it that have like special straps, like thicker leather straps with the Chanel spelled out on them. And I'm like, well, what about the classic Gabrielle bag? She's like, well, It's being phased out. So you guys, Jessie spilled the tea first. You know, she made a video about this a while ago, but you've been asking me also to make a video, so here goes my version of the video. Yeah, this is info is from last week. Last week being last week of June 2022. As of the last week of June 2022, my sales associate said yes, they are phasing out the Gabrielle bag. Maybe they're doing it because maybe it's like a difficult construction, because I mean the bottom part of the bag, this shell, which is kind of a hard shell, and then the top part is kind of soft. Maybe they want to maximize profits, or maybe the bottom shell is made out of some material. You know, the leather the leather is on top of some sturdy material. Maybe the shell at the bottom is made out of some not sustainable material, because you know how Chanel is saying, like Bruno Pavlovsky in his interviews keeps saying, Chanel wants to become more sustainable, become more sustainable. Maybe the Gabrielle bag is using some materials that are not considered so sustainable. I don't know. But I gotta say this video is sponsored by Art Lovers Unite, the movie that I made with Vivienne Westwood that's going to premiere at the Melbourne Documentary Film Festival this summer, July 29th, 2022. Get your tickets now. There's still a couple of tickets available. Get your tickets at www.artloversunite.com, and then you click on screenings, and then you can get your tickets for the movie. I might be at the premiere to talk to you guys, do a little meet and greet, a little Q&A session. So get your tickets to watch the world premiere. Yeah, I have shorter hair here. To see the world premiere. I'm sponsoring my own video. Fabulous. And get to see the movie. And yay, let's talk. Get your tickets. Last tickets available for the world premiere. www.artloversunite.com. Then click on screenings. Thank you. Now, maybe the hard shell at the bottom of the Gabrielle bag is a little bit something that... or maybe the construction of the bag is too complicated for them now. I don't know. I have an issue with the glazing on the Gabrielle bag, because all of these side leather bits here, and also like the bit attached there, they're all glazed leather, and I hate glazed leather, and Chanel glazes this a lot. So this is one of the biggest reasons. Oh, here you can see it better. Like this little bit of leather there, it's glazed, and it's not pretty, that glazing. I don't like that glazing. So I was never a fan of that part of the bag, and this is one of the biggest reasons why I never opted, even considering buying the bag. I did always love the concept of the top soft part being de-stressed calfskin, just like on the 255. And I like the idea of the hard shell at the bottom being kind of referencing Carl's glory days at Chanel. You know, when he did in the late 90s the 2005 bag, or the Millennium bag, it had that hard structure. So he kind of like went back to that as well. The hard versus the soft. Like, I like the duality of the bag, the silver chain and the gold chain. Like, there's a lot of interesting elements to this bag. It was an experimental bag, and I don't mind the Gabrielle bag. I just don't like the fact that it has so much glazing on it. Had they solved that issue differently, I might have just been an owner of a Gabrielle bag today. But alas, now that I know that they're discontinuing it, I am feeling some type of way. I'm not going to lie. I am feeling some type of way. Now that I know that this bag is probably, I mean, well, if my sales associate is saying it, if Jessie said it, and she has intel as well, if this bag is being discontinued, now, call it FOMO, but I'm feeling like, ooh, maybe I should get one before it's too late. Gloria says, could it be Chanel execs thought the 22 would take the place for the Gabrielle? I think so. I mean, it seems that way. Oh, Debbie says, I say get a Gabrielle for history, Dacob. Yeah, because that's Carl's bag, right? Carl's last bag is the 19. But I do prefer the Gabrielle to the 19. Should I get a Gabrielle, you guys? Exchange my peeling 22 for a Gabrielle? Oh my god. Could you imagine? The travesty. Like, I should have gotten the Gabrielle back in 2017 when it was like half the price, you guys. It doubled in price in all these years, you know? The Gabrielle used to cost like 2,800, like this. There were different sizes back then in 2017, but 2,900, like let's say $3,000. Now it's like $5,000. I'm like, no. Like, what a sucker. What a sucker to buy the Gabrielle bag the year it's discontinued at the fullest price it ever cost. Like, that's just silly. I don't want to do that. But I kind of want to do that. Oh my god, you guys. Should we get a Gabrielle bag? Like, should we start a revolution and everybody buys a Gabrielle bag and then Chanel goes, oh, maybe we shouldn't discontinue it after all. There's big request for it. Ollie says, I had Gabrielle in medium and small. The small was perfect in hindsight. Wait, so you let them go? You sold them? Maria says, I vote no Gabrielle. It looks kind of comfy, says Jack. Gloria says, I'm thinking the Gabrielle for your archives. Oh, it's... yeah. Ah, that's one you pick up secondhand, says Sweet Things. You know what? That's a good point. That's a good point. That's one you pick up secondhand. You're right. You're right. If I'm going to go for the... I mean, I love buying it in the boutique. Could you imagine having the last batch ever produced of the Gabrielle bag from the boutique? Ah, historic. But at the same time, you're totally right, Sweet Things. This is a bag you get secondhand at like half the price. Or even cheaper. Oh, Ollie says, yes, I sold them. Should have kept the small. Next is the red carpet. Oh, mine. The party is still here. I'm about to go to bed. Yes, I sold, but also F that glazing. The glazing is not the coolest. I gotta say, it's not so good. But Jen O says, yes, consider getting the Gabrielle if you want something for your collection. Rhonda says, will the glazing on the Gabrielle hold up? I think it will because it's very thick. The leather that they put the glazing on is very thick as well. MC says, are we about to GameStop the Chanel Gabrielle? Yes! We're going to pull a GameStop. Save GameStop. Save the Gabrielle. I'd rather get Gabrielle than the 22. Just saying. Really? Oh my god, Louis. Okay. Interesting. Mangalore Drew says, once they discontinue, will the secondhand market prices increase? I personally, and this is just my opinion only, for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truth or facts. Personally, I believe that the prices are going to go down rather than skyrocket. I think after the bag is discontinued, the prices are just going to keep going down. You know? Your access to the red carpet. I agree. Get Gabrielle. Chanel 22 says, Gabrielle can't break as hard as me. Oh! The shade. Maria B says, the Gabrielle fits weird on me. I tried it on years ago. Not a nice length. I kind of love that you can separate the chains and put it, you know, here and there and have it hanging on the side. Oh, I don't know, you guys. The Gabrielle fits weird on me. Yeah. Well, definitely food for thought. Something to think about. Now that we know that it's being phased out, how soon it's going to be gone for good, I do not know. But my sales associate said they're receiving less and less stock, and they've received information that it's being phased out. So, you want one from the boutique, spick and span, brand new? Now is the time to do so. Otherwise, may she forever rest in peace. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Never give up on love and subscribe.